Live from PIX11 with today's top 11 stories. It's the PIX11 Midday News with John Muller.
And good afternoon to you. I'm Shirley Chan in for John this Wednesday. Here are your top 11 stories on PIX11. Leading us off, a Long Island father was found shot to death in his Dix Hills home. Neighbors on Penn Drive called Armindo Reyes' son yesterday when they could not get in touch with him. Police say that he found his 74-year-old father unconscious, and when officers arrived on scene, they discovered Reyes with a gunshot wound. The investigation is continuing. An innocent man walking his dog was shot to death in Harlem. It happened early Monday morning after the man had just celebrated his wedding anniversary. PIX11's Anthony DiLorenzo has the details.
And the victim had just finished celebrating his 18th anniversary of meeting his husband with a group of friends from the neighborhood when he decided to walk his dog just a few blocks away from here. That's when he was caught up in a shooting, the bullet hitting his leg and ultimately his femoral artery. He did not survive. The victim has been identified as 40-year-old Winston McKay. He was found in a pool of blood on the corner of West 146th Street and Amsterdam Avenue early Monday morning. He'd just come from celebrating that anniversary, kissed his husband goodbye, and tragically, they never saw each other again. His husband telling us today investigators believe he may have been an innocent bystander shot by a rifleman when McKay walked past. He was apparently not the victim of a robbery or involved in a dispute, which leads detectives to believe that he and his dog simply walked up at the wrong place at the wrong time and became an unintended target. Today, we spoke with his distraught husband, Terry Solomon, whose world, of course, is turned upside down 48 hours ago with a frantic phone call. Now he's just waiting for a proper goodbye.
I still haven't seen my husband's body. Not at the hospital, they denied me. At the morgue, they denied me. I had to identify him by his earrings and his wedding ring. I'm gonna miss that compassionate person that I married. And I tell people often, I said that man saved my life 18 years ago.
And we did see plenty of surveillance cameras around the block. However, police have not released a description of the gunman at this point. There is no motive known and no arrests have been made. Reporting in Harlem, I'm Anthony DiLorenzo, PIX11 News.
And now to a woman fighting for her life after she was struck in a hit and run in Queens. This happened late last night at 64th Avenue and 223rd Place in Bayside. Police say she was crossing the intersection when she was hit by a white SUV. The driver took off from the scene. 9/11 first responders are one step closer to permanently getting the care they need. The House Judiciary Committee has voted to extend the Victim Compensation Fund. It covers the medical costs of anyone who is suffering from 9/11 related illnesses. The full House vote is scheduled for next month. And a landmark deal that protects renters in New York is closer to becoming law. The agreement limits landlords' ability to raise rents. It also allows cities throughout the state to create their own rent rules. Lawmakers are expected to vote on the measure later this week. The governor is expected to sign it. A second suspect was arrested in the shooting of former Red Sox slugger David Ortiz. The man's name was not released, and it's not known what charges he will face. The first suspect, Eddie Vladimir Feliz Garcia, was arrested right after the shooting. He's being charged with being an accomplice to attempted murder. Ortiz remains hospitalized in stable condition in Boston following 2 surgeries. If you're walking around the city today, you may see one of 24 haunting art installations. The pop-up exhibits show models of migrant children kept in cages while playing real audio of children crying. The No Kids in Cages campaign protests the treatment of children at the U.S.-Mexico border. Police have been working through the day to take the installations away. Animal welfare workers asking for help after more than 200 dogs were rescued from a massive hoarding situation in New Jersey. The dogs were living at an undisclosed location in Hunterdon County. Workers say the animals had limited human contact and are in need of veterinary care. Go to PIX11.com for more information on how you can help. Nurses rallying on the steps of City Hall today. They say they are underfunded and understaffed, and it's putting patient care at risk. Our PIX11's James Ford is live from City Hall with the story. James.
And, Shirley, they're saying this really is a matter of life and death. 9,000 nurses help to run the 11 city-operated hospitals here in the city, and they say conditions have gotten so bad that something's got to give, and they were expressing their opinions here at City Hall very loudly.
We work 2 nurses to a zone, so I have about maybe 6 rooms, and each room holds about 2 patients, so that's 12 patients for 1 nurse.
And that is one of the 100 or so nurses that was protesting here at City Hall today. They are saying that in recent years, because of mandatory overtime, that what's happened is the health of New Yorkers has been put at risk. They have new contract negotiations starting next Monday, and they say they need more funding to improve the number of nurses and to retain the number of nurses that already are on rolls. The mayor happened to stop by this protest while it was happening. He gave a thumbs up, but not everyone was impressed. We'll talk more about that and hear from the Health and Hospitals Corporation, which runs these hospitals, all coming up later on PIX11 News. Right now, reporting live from outside City Hall, I'm James Ford, PIX11 News.
All right, James, thank you. And now taking a look at the forecast, another mostly sunny afternoon with comfortable humidity. Now temperatures will be in the mid-70s for much of the area. Rain does return, however, on Thursday. Temperatures will be cool with highs only in the mid-60s, and then partly sunny on Friday with temperatures in the low 70s. And finally, from the PIX11 archives, we turned 71 on Saturday, and we are celebrating all week long by digging up videos from our vault. Let's go back to 1986 to meet fictional WPIX junior executive Henry Tillman. He had one job: find a big idea to promote Channel 11. Check this out.
11 alive.
The man, Henry Tillman. The mission?
Come up with the big idea. The way to tell New York that what they're looking for is right here. The ratings are up. Channel 11's got blockbuster movies, everyone's favorite comedies. We've got news, and even Yankee baseball. But in a city full of big ideas, where do I, Henry Tillman, find the one that will tell New York that Channel 11 is bigger and better than ever?